Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Caleb Marshall here, aka ThomasFan1984, and today I'm just gonna talk to you guys about some stuff. Talk to you guys about my music and stuff, and then an upcoming video that's it's a big video, and I'll explain why. But if you guys wondering where I am, I'm still in the house and stuff. I just that over there is where I usually film. I usually prop my phone up on the table right there, and then then I either record a video or either record a video or a live stream. Now, if you guys remember, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it in the videos before. There's usually I'm using my front camera, so I'll just have to flip my phone around. But there's usually a couch here. You can see there's a broom on the floor, and that's because we're cleaning a lot of the stuff in the house. I'm gonna put you guys over here. Also, now this is the reason why that's the reason why that video is so long. I shaved, and in that video I shaved. I took you guys through the way I shave and stuff. I'm gonna have to go back now. Dang it. Okay, hold on. Alright, we're down in my bathroom because it's better lighting in here. But if you guys, seen my videos and live streams, and now these right here, and then it might just be that. Is that a neck? But I know right here I did myself a little bit. Even down here. So yeah. But yeah, you guys could see, my mustache growing in, and then my goatee growing in again. Actually shaved the sides too. I thoroughly went through and did it. I can do that on this phone. I can do that on this phone. I can flip the cow. Oh, I didn't know that. Hell yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go better then, because okay, let me pick this up. You guys can see. Now, if you guys wondering what all this black stuff is, well, we had a severe mouse problem. We had it in our old house. We had it in this house. But we killed the stuff we used killed all the mice. So I'm gonna set you guys up here because I'm gonna be cleaning the floor right here, and I wanna talk to you guys about some stuff. So, also, guys, you might notice that there's no sheet right here. We hang sheets up instead of, well, we have blinds, but they don't fit the windows, so we just put sheets up. But what I'm doing right now, I'm showing you. It's actually a lot worse before I started filming, but going along here and do sweeping on the side up corner, because eventually do a lot more of my shit right here. But I'm gonna obviously sweep that up too, and then okay now. Okay, can you no? Okay, hold on. Why is it doing this? It's going out of focus. Why did I didn't know I could actually flip the camera on. Okay, that's so cool. That is so cool. I was swiping for something. I had the video paused because I came back up here. I paused it. And I swiped it. I'm like, oh, I was trying to check the time, which I still. Hold on, I'll just check it out quickly. So I'm trying to check my phone. 4:36. Holy shit. Okay. It's 4:36 p.m. right now at the time of me filming this video. But yeah, I flipped around alright, I tried to drag the status bar down so I could see what the time is, and then that happened. I'm like, whoa, I can flip the camera. I've never really tried that on my other phones. Maybe I should. But this is you guys have been keeping up a little bit with my content stuff lately. I got a new phone and stuff. And I just found that out about this one, that I can do that. Anyway, so I'm going to talk to you guys about that video first, so you could get some context on why I have a baby face. And why that video hasn't came out yet. I don't know which one will come out first, if it'll be that one or this one. But I'm gonna probably edit that video down. That video uncut is 46 minutes long. That's one of the longest videos I've recorded. Obviously, I've done live streams longer than that, but like recorded videos, that's one of the longest. I don't know if I've ever. That might be the longest I've ever recorded video. Either way, so I'm making a pile right here and stuff. Okay. I think I'm gonna sweep it up now. We have a snow shovel that we've been using to sweep up a lot of the garbage, like a lot of the big garbage. I think right now I'm gonna try. So that's easier to use, but it's all tidy garbage. I'm gonna try to just sweep it up. Try to sweep it up. Oh, see, that's why I'm doing it with the other, because it picks up a lot more. I only picked up about half of it with that. So I'm gonna use a snow shovel, and do it that way. So I'm gonna actually. Oh, that's too. That's just something that I don't want to move, because it's to a car model or something. It's a wheel to a car model or something. Anyway, so that video. 46 minutes uncut. I don't think you guys want to sit through and watch, Okay. But so the reason why that video was 46 minutes long is because I think it was like the first 15 minutes or so, maybe the first 10 minutes even. I did a food review. Now I could even do this. I could cut those two videos down into two, and then I just have to record an intro for the. I'd have to record an intro for the video where I shaved. I'm thinking about okay, so I actually tried. Why do I have to do this? Okay. So I just want to upload this video uncut, because that video is basically, not basically, it is two videos in one. So, Okay. Why does it look like there's less scrubs than what I have? Might not be, but. Or maybe I just say, well, how much I get. I don't have that as much as I thought I did. Either way. That just. Anyway, so I'll probably have those videos not today. I'm recording this on March 31st. I might just have that video come out on March 30th, or this video come out on March 31st, because I'm obviously giving you guys some updates, and this that's just an update video. And I'm cleaning while I'm talking to you guys. So, like I was saying though, Yes, I did it. But yeah, so. Okay. I thought there was mom and brother coming home, because it's a white vehicle and we have a white vehicle, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So that video, like I said, you're not gonna cut it down, and do it that way. Either way. But how long has this video been going already? 9 minutes. So I'm trying not to make this one too long. So, but the other thing I want to talk to you guys about is, about my music and stuff. So, I don't know if I wanna announce that yet. Or if I want to announce that after the album's out. But if you guys don't know, my third album, The Man I Ain't, is coming out on April 26th, and I know some of you guys that, or for you guys that actually care about my music and listen to it, I know it's AI, but I know there are some of you guys out there that enjoy, even if it's AI music, you enjoy music as much as I do. So, and I know there are some of you guys out there that actually care about my music and care about, getting the updates about my music. So, if you guys listen to the audio for The Man I Ain't, because that's the next single that came out. It was originally supposed to be Halfway Over You, The Man You Want Me to Be, and then The Man I Ain't, but I missed the release date for The Man I Ain't, which was, for The Man You Want Me to Be, which was February 13th. It's supposed to be a Valentine's Day single, because that's the it's a love song, and it's the theme of the song. I was trying to think of the word theme. It's the theme of the song and stuff. Not like 100% Valentine's Day, but like it talks about roses and stuff and stuff like that, and I wanted to release that then, so the version of The Man I Ain't that's out now is actually a remastered version of the original, because if you guys have actually read into the post I posted in January, the community post I posted in January when I announced the album, was that I'm gonna remat, well, actually I didn't say this, but I said, Stephen R. Drennan and I wrote the first 10 songs together. Stephen, we made most of these back before I even, back before I ever I might be back before I ever even announced Back to My Roots, my second album. And and all that. Now I don't know. Do I want to announce that, or do I want to announce it after the album is out? I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I don't know. Have something that it's still part of the album, but it's a release that comes out after the. You know what? I'll just tell you guys now. Oh my god, I don't know though, because I feel like all the hype for that should come out after. I don't know, but the upcoming single this Friday is The Man You Want Me to Be, because I had to change it around because. Okay, let me explain why I didn't release it on that on March 15th like I was originally planning on doing. Because let me explain that. So, reason why I didn't, long story short, I will tell you guys a long story, but long story short, I had to remaster it. I have it remastered. I just have to pick. Well, if you guys don't know how Suno works, they give you two songs for each. 2 songs for each generation you make. And you gave me 2. I'm gonna have to listen to both of them, and then do that and stuff. And then release that one. And I gotta do that before Friday because I don't want us to release date again. But so like I said, The Man I Ain't, the version that's out is actually the remastered version of the original, because I use the original version because I saw a black Kia. So I see a black Kia Soul out there. I stopped talking. I know, but I see black Kia Soul out there. My aunt has a black Kia Soul, and they live in a couple cities, down from us, and sometimes they'll come out here because they have mail stuff that come out. So some of their mail they'll have come out here to our house. I wonder if that was them, but that's someone else. And they have black heels, so that's why looked over and was like, is that her? But no, or her family, but no. Anyway, so yeah, I had to remaster and stuff. So of course I didn't get that. I didn't get the Man I Ain't or Man. I keep mixing the titles up because they're similar. The Man I Ain't and the Man You Want Me to Be. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to put that up there. So we probably don't want to throw that away. But yeah, I'll probably move this table out, but I don't want to. It's just a binder thing. It's got stuff on it, I know. Oh well. Oh, there, it fell out anyway. Just one of those binder clip things. Anyway, so yeah, that's the long story short. And the long story is, Steven Ardren and I, Steven and I, we had to, or not we had to, we made actually all of these back when version 4 and version 4.5 of Suno were out. Before version 5 was even out. These were like last year, I'd say mid last year, like May maybe. Well, actually, hold on though, because we started, I think, back in April when I released. Maybe it was March of last year. That's how long I've been actually working on this album. Now the first two singles that are on this album, The Man I Ain't, were released back when I was releasing singles and stuff for Back to My Roots, which which eventually came out August 29th of 2025. I know it's let's see, how many months is that? It's September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, April. That's 8 months. But hey, when it's a singer like me, when when it's a singer like me, yeah. I think I originally had plans to, release Back to My Roots back when. Now, I know I haven't, uploaded any of the songs from, Back to My Roots onto YouTube. I've only released the singles on here. And that's just because I released, I did all the singles, and then it just, August 29th came out. I didn't have all of the, I didn't have all of them ready. So I was like, you know what, I'll just do it later. And then more and more time passed. I haven't worked on, I don't think I've worked on that album at all since probably August or, July or August of last year. And, maybe if you guys want, maybe, I'll officially release, all those. Maybe I'll officially release the songs that were on that. And part of the reason why I never did it is because that's a 25 track album. So the Man I Ain't, the one that's coming up, that's 17. Not as bad. That's still kind of a lot for me to make every single audio video for it. But yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna do it. Good Times Rolling. When I uploaded all the songs onto YouTube for from that album, those were all pretty easy because that's a 10-track album, 10-track debut album. But Okay, that's long, that's basically why I didn't get Man You Want Me to Be out in February. It's now coming out this Friday, April 3rd. So mark your calendars. And then the album is gonna come out along with Now She's Alone. So what I want you guys to know: The Man You Want Me to Be and Now She's Alone. They're promotional singles. Whereas What Am I Supposed to Tell Her? Rodeo. Uh, Halfway Over You and The Man I Ain't are the official singles. And actually, I've been thinking maybe it's good that I release the main singles first, and then release the two promotional singles right before. I'm thinking about doing Now She's Alone, releasing that as a promotional single on release day of the album, which is April 26th. The Man I Ain't, my third album, is coming out April 26th. And that's to kind of yes, in a way, celebrate what am I supposed to tell her? Turning a year old. That song's that old already, or almost that old already. Um, because I released that back when. Thing is though, between Steven and I, we were originally only gonna do that one song, and then we started talking again, and we were like, okay, let's make a few more songs. Whether or not it's an EP, if it's full album. Eventually, we came out with a full album, first 10 songs. So if you guys go on the track list of The Man I Ain't, so first 10 songs. I can't remember all of what they are, but the man, and then yeah, because for those, and then um, the last 7 are gonna be ones I wrote by myself and stuff. So yeah. Now my fourth album, I don't know when that one's gonna come out, but I've been working on a fourth album. That's just what I do. When I'm not making YouTube videos, I'm working on my music. Um, Now I think I'm pretty sure my fourth album will be all country songs, all country, no like country rock, country rap, whatever. Um, Now I know with like Whiskey Don't Know. I don't know what album that's gonna go on. Maybe that could go on like a future fifth album, because I actually have another song. It's called "Running Out of Time." It's a concept song of like what a song between me and Colt Ford would sound like. That's what that song is. Um, I'm telling you guys the title of that one because that one I don't think that one's gonna go on my fourth album. Maybe I'll release an EP of like country rap songs. Whiskey Don't Know, Running Out of Time. There's another one I had called Stone Cold Sober. I'm gonna have to find this song again, and the two generations gave me, they weren't very good. So maybe redo that one, and then some other stuff. But yeah, my fourth album, future fourth album, will come out. Ooh, ooh, ow, 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 ow! I've been kneeling on the hard floor. Ow, freak! Ow, that hurt. Woo, ooh! I can't kneel like that very long. Oh, okay. Anyway, guys. So yeah, I've been doing all that, and then getting I'm still working on my third album stuff. Trying to just get stuff done for release day, but working on my fourth album. I don't know when it'll come out. Um, maybe I could release like a Christmas album this year. Because what I've been trying to do is like do one album every year. So if you guys don't remember, well, Good Times Rollin' came out November 15th, 2024. Back to My Roots came out August 29th, 2025. The Man I Ain't is coming out April 24th. Guys, it's the 24th. I think, not the 20th. Hold on. Yeah, it's the 24th, not the 26th. 26th is a Sunday this year. For some reason, I'm thinking April 26th is a Friday this year. It's a Sunday. So the album is actually coming out April 24th, and not April 26th. Now, like I said though, now for like, crap. I still have actually quite a bit to work on the album because what I might do is like remaster every single song, whether or not it's higher quality than what I remastered. I have the free plan with, free plan soon, and they give you 4.5. It's called 4.5 version 4.5 all. So like it's for like everyone, even with free plans. They just released version 5.5, but I don't have the and if I ever eventually get money and pay for the paid plan, then I'll do songs even better, even higher quality. But for now, we got those ones and stuff. So now just like I just thought about it. I'm remastering the 3 that need to be remastered, but then there's all these others that need to be, I've been working on, I've been working on a lot of the time lately. I've been working on my 4th album. I need to finish my 3rd album because the songs on there, like some other guy I remastered a while back, but then now some of the songs on there are version 4.5 that Steven made with version 4.5. I might just keep those ones because they're pretty high quality. I don't know if there's a difference between version 4.5 and version 4. I don't know if there's a difference between version 4.5 and version 4.5 all. If there is, I don't know why I'm doing that, but I am. But if there is, if like one's higher quality than the other, that's fine. I might just that. But like, Give My Heart Away needs to be remastered. Rodeo and What Am I Supposed to Tell Her definitely need to be remastered. So I might just re-release those songs with the album, And also I gotta tell you guys, Halfway Over You, the single that was released, that's the radio edit, or the radio edit, the single edit, whatever you want to call it. There's actually more to that song. There's another chorus to that song, because that's just how I created it. I can't even remember if I did that or if Suno did that when it generated. I think Suno did that. I think Suno did do that. I think, they added a 4th chorus, because why not? And I already remastered that, Halfway Over You, because that was one of the ones that had to be remastered. But I know for sure or some other guy, it has been remastered. Give My Heart Away, Rodeo, definitely Rodeo, because that one's version 3.5. That's also how long I've been working on this album. Is that one's version 3.5. I've been working on this album, I think, for over a year. I was working on it when I was working on, Back to My Roots. Now I actually found this a little ironic because like Back to My Roots should be like an all country album, but when I did a Back to My Roots album, I put some country in there, then like some rock and stuff. And it's like, well, I didn't get all that in there, all that, crap. It's 30 minutes, almost 29 minutes long. Well, I'm talking to you guys about some stuff that I need to talk to you guys about. This one I might just upload as is. The other one, like I said, I need to upload it. But I'll still probably need to record that intro for that, for the video of me shaving. But yeah, so that's just what I do. I haven't really been working on a 5th album yet. I usually, in fact, that's actually what I did with this one. with my third album. Working on my fourth. I think this is what I did. I announced my ow ow ooh. I announced my fourth album, or I announced my third album, and then I think after that I started working on my third. Um, now, if you guys want to, you can go follow me on Soon. I'll have like 5 different accounts or so, just because there are times I'll have ideas on a song, and it's like, wait, I'm out of credits on this account. Oh crap! I need to make another account so I can, you know, I need to make another account so I can, go, make songs in that account while while I'm out of credits on the other one. That's partially why I did that stuff. And yeah, that's partially why I did that. But I think at least two of the songs. In fact, I know two of the songs that are probably possibly most likely going to be on my fourth album. Actually, I think I made those and released those on Suno back in November. Just because I made them, and I'm like, ooh, these are good songs. Now I think those two. I think I was originally gonna. At the time, I think I was like, okay, these are just good singles for now. Maybe if I decide to put them on a third, on my third album, I will. But then I really got to think. I'm like, wait a minute. The Mad I album, there's still some rock and stuff in there. And then, part of the reason why, what inspired me to do an all, which will be my fourth album, an all country album, like no rock and stuff in there. There's another one there's another one. It's more or less country rock. I don't know if I'll put that one on the fourth album or not, or if they have to say these. Because I don't want to go like on that what I was talking about, like Whiskey Don't Know, Stone Cold Sober, and Run Out of Time. If I'll put on like that project, they're not like that one's an EP or an album. That right there is actually 4 songs. And when I say like full, full on country, I mean full on country. I don't mean like any, country rock, country rap, whatever. And I mean, of course, some country songs are gonna have electric guitars in them and stuff. But actually, one of the songs on, I mean, it might be more than just that one. Couple of those songs have fiddles in them. This is how, that's how country that album's gonna be. The possible like title for that album would be like Pure Country or something like that. Back to My Roots would be a good album, would be good at album title, but that's already my second album, so it's like I can't really use that again. I was thinking doing like Back to My Roots Volume 2 or something like that, but then it's like, you know what? I might just come up with its own title, which is probably what I'm gonna do, like Pure Country or Only Country or Now this will probably be the lead single no matter what. But this one song, I want to tell you guys, but I don't want to give that that album away. There's one title. It's actually a perfect album title because it goes along with. Yeah, okay, I have to tell you guys I have to tell you guys because I want to, but also because I need to tell you guys so you could get an idea of why I'm gonna why possibly do this song title. So it's called. No, I don't want to tell you. I want to tell you, but I don't want to tell you. What do I do? I don't know. But like I said, like the one title, possibly like The Only Country. Well, Only Country. I don't know about that for a song title though. Maybe not. Never mind. But this window open. I guess it don't. Oh no, it don't. Oh no, it's sealed it. Okay then. I thought it moved out. I guess not. I thought this. Okay, can you get out of there, fly? Are you dead? Nope. But you're about to be. You're about to be. Don't wanna. All I did was touch it with my finger. I pressed on with my finger and I killed it. What about you? Huh? What about you? Nope, damn it. All I did was touch that one with my finger when I killed it. Well, I pressed down on it a little bit and I killed it. Wow. You could kill flies with the touch of your hand. Literally. And that I don't even know it's exaggerated. Or actually, in my case, it was the touch of my finger. Anyway, I'm kind of going out of what I've been, what this whole discussion video is about. But yeah, like I said, that one. I don't know. Do I want to tell you guys or do I not want to? Because I feel like to get well, the fact that if I do this as a title track, it's a love song anyway, so it does work. Cause actually, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. The song is called "Only Me." I'm gonna sing a little bit. I'm gonna sing the chorus to you guys. You could have that high-rise view, neon nights and a corner booth. You could chase some big city dream, but you're riding shotgun here with me. Out of every heart you could set free, you chose this small town blue jeans open country. You chose only me. You chose only me. I can't sing it as good as that's the actual song, but that's I'm just singing you guys the chorus so you can get a feel of what what it's about. It's kind of about if it's city girl, she falls in love with a country boy, so she turns country, so she turns it from city girl to country girl. That's kind of what it's about, and that's kind of also fits as the title track. Maybe I'll do "Only Me" as the title track then, or as the album title, because I know these first three album, well, I guess Man I Ain't, that more or less, whatever. But Good Times Rollin' and Back to My Roots, those work as an album title. Yes, so does the Man I Ain't. Only Me does too. But Only Me does too, but it's also is that a good title? Or, should it do I don't know. I think that is a pretty solid album title. But there's a 90s inspired track that I'm probably going to put on that album too, because it's 90s inspired, of course, that and real country, And then, I got a couple breakup songs on there. And then, you know what? I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the fourth album. So, like I said, there's Only Me. One of them is called Friday I'm Lonely. It's about, this girl, she left on, she broke up with this guy. She left on him one day, but, he's impacted by the breakup so much that he's lonely even on a Friday. And especially, Fridays, and no matter what genre, Friday is that the drinking day, when it's the first, a lot of times it's or it's like weekend eve basically. You go out and party and stuff on Fridays and Saturdays and whatnot. Sometimes Sunday too. But he's lonely. Even though there's people around him, he's still lonely because the girl that he always went out with, she left him. Now I like to think of these two kind of as like kind of like related songs. The other one, this is actually the '90s inspired. Well, it not just '90s inspired. It is '90s country. It's called "She Don't Even Know." It's about again a girl leaving and breaking up with this guy, and he still drives past her street. Now the street in the song, it's called Hudson Lane. I don't think there's a real Hudson Lane in the world, but that's just what the lyrics I came up with some stuff, and it works. So, in fact, the opening lines are, "I still drive past Hudson Lane." This is. I'm trying to. Oh crap! I'm trying to remember. I also made one. I made a female response. It's "He Don't Even Know." I still drive down Hudson. That one, I think it's. I still drive down Hudson Lane, sometimes in the pouring rain. But the other, the "She Don't Even Know" one, it's I still drive past Hudson Lane. And is that it? Is that the second line? Just to see if her porch light's on, even though she's long been gone. I can't remember. She don't even know. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it rhymes, it rhymes with that verse and stuff, and rhymes with the first few lines. So that's why I just kept Hudson Lane in there. At one point I thought about Train. I think I even did Train. I created a couple songs with that new a new street name, but it's like, what, Hudson Lane is good. And stuff. And it's like, well, it might be a fictional street, but it works. Anyway, then the other one is called. I'm still trying. I'm still trying to think of this. Putting this one on that album. On my fourth album, Honky Tonk Radio. That's even a good song title. Or even a good album title and a good title track. But like for what I'm going for on the album itself, Only Me is the perfect title. But at the same time, it's like yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out though. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm just letting you guys know, all this stuff. Whether or not, I, release that album later this year or in 2027, I don't know. I know some singers have, released two two albums in, in 1 year. But at the same time, it's like, do I need to? No. Do I want to? Maybe. But yeah, so yeah, okay, I'll stop. But yeah, so that one's just the line and the hook is, "My truck has a honky tonk radio." I'm trying to think of more of the lyrics, but yeah, so like it's about like having a good time and partying and stuff. There is a more rock one. I don't think I'm gonna put this one on this album. If I even put Honky Tonk Radio on this album, it's called "I'll Have My Revenge." That's actually one that I created a while ago, possibly back when I was even making a Good Times Rolling. I just, but I just never, had the, I just never had the, had the chance to put it on an album yet. I'll have my revenge. It's gonna be sweet. Stomp my feet. Yeah, that's how that one goes. And then, okay, so the other one that was more country rock, it's called Friday Night Fever. I can't even remember how I came up with that title. I think I was gonna do like Friday night. Oh no! Oh. Okay, so actually, how that one came to be, I asked ChatGPT. I'm like, hey, give me some song titles. ChatGPT came up with that one, and I like it. I was thinking, sometimes it'll give you, either Suno or ChatGPT. Well, I guess any AI will give you, sometimes for stupid titles like oh crap. I have to end the video. My dad's home. Oh, it's 45 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna end it here. I'll talk to you guys later about some stuff. Bye.